Welcome to this Media Team case study. This is for one of our B2B clients, and I'm going to walk you through how we produce $600,000 in new sales in 6 months with some really simple videos. If you're one of those people that has to see it to believe it, then stick around for the end because I'm actually going to exit this presentation and show you screen by screen everything I'm talking about here so you can actually see it to believe it. Now, Swift USA is a B2B medical device company. They sell to podiatrists, to dermatologists, anyone who treats skincare if they're developed in the UK, like specifically, and distribute in the United States and Canada to hit that traction and go worldwide, get FDA clearance, etc. They have a great team, they have a great culture, their device is completely disrupting their industry, but like most businesses that are doing really great, they don't know how to share their work. They didn't have an outlet. So their big problem was that they did not want to work with freelancers and content creators that would be like low quality, turnaround time, they'd constantly be chasing them. They also did not want to hire an in-house person who's supposed to be able to do it all, manage their social, run their ads, direct their content. It's pretty unrealistic with all the markets in their plan for one person to handle it or a whole department. And they didn't want to keep replacing agencies that weren't hitting the mark on the ads or content. So they desperately needed flexibility because their brand and their product just keeps developing and its clinical applications keep growing. They also needed corporate level content that would relate to those highly educated customers, those dermatologists, those podiatrists, those doctors, and the patients who need to see how this device works because it's something that's never existed before. They needed direct response content that would get people to take action and get people on the phone with their sales team. And they also needed long-term storage and long-term strategy that would be compounded so they could remix everything that they created. So as they get more and more approved by the FDA, beyond what they can do now, they would just be able to go back to the shelf and redistribute those new promises and those new solutions. So we promised 3 things, a 3-phase solution that we knew needed to modify as they grew. We didn't want to do it all at once, and honestly, they weren't ready for us to do it all at once. Phase 1 was the editing of patient and provider testimonial content. This was used specifically to distribute to their email list. It was used for those providers to distribute to their patients and people to make it easy to understand what Swift did. And some of it was posted on social media as well organically. This was a win-win because it explained all of the features, benefits, advantages very clearly, very directly, and it also included FDA-level case study and clinical application videos, so those docs would be able to, work with their boards, or large hospitals that want to buy 20 of these things would be able to make an informed decision before getting on the phone with somebody on their team. Phase 2 was an on-site shoot. 3 locations that had the device to showcase patients, providers, the newest innovations of what's coming down the line. This entire thing was directed by us, by MediaTeam. We said, we're going to do this so you have 100% recyclable content, stuff you can use year after year and repurpose for organic and ads. And then phase 3 was a direct response ad shoot. Right? We want to give you direct scripts to talk directly to the people who should be buying your device. We created the itinerary, the scripts, the landing pages, the copy, everything for Swift to succeed. Now, this generated $600,000 in sales in 6 months once those ads were up and running. They had an untold ROI from the organic approach and the email approach because that case study material and the clinical videos were used by their providers, which then resulted in more patients for them. And it was also used organically to get a lot more people on the phone before we were even tracking those results directly with them from our ads. To this date, we have directly booked over 200 sales calls for them just from our media team content. And in 2024, their sales were twice as high as 2023. The only thing that changed was working with the media team. And the real-time resources that we used to pull this off, sorry, I got a hair in my ear, was media team being here, right? We want to be the interface. We want to be the place where you don't have to chase freelancers or manage a big in-house team that's really expensive because this world is rapidly innovating. The world of technology, techniques to get results from content is changing all of the time. Swift was not ready for direct ads and not ready for a shoot when we started. They had right now problems. They had right now resources, like a big list of testimonials that needed to be redistributed. And this is what opened up the door to make the ads and make the new content their number one approach for more sales. We spent about 6 months in the testimonial and talking head stage just repurposing content that they already had before booking that shoot, running those ads, getting that confidence, earning our salt to run those ads and get them those results. And they pay us a monthly retainer for content that's never changed from the beginning. We've been doing that now for over a year. And they pay us a performance of new sales. They cover their own ad spend, but they're profitable, they're happy, we're happy, and it's been an awesome partnership. So coming now down the pipe, coming up is the United States market was successful. Now we're doing Canada, and we're going to be able to take this content and repurpose a lot of it for the UK and EU this year. They're also adding our content to their cold outreach strategy because it worked with their internal emails. They're taking the same videos, remixing them and repurposing them with us in a way that speaks to people who've never heard of them versus people who have. We're also launching a direct-to-consumer offer to be able to send patients to providers as the resource, as the place, as Swift, because the technology is so game-changing, and this has been able to help the patients understand with the content how it works to be able to help the providers make more money. We're able to go bypass all of that now because we've proven this model out. And all we're doing is repurposing and remixing the same content that we already shot, some of the content I'm about to show you in a moment, for better, faster, compounded results. We actually don't need more content at this stage. However, we are shooting one time a year with this client because we need to document those new cases. So as the technology develops, we are shooting one time a year to showcase the new clinical applications and actually show before and afters and those types of things with MediaTeam. Now, I told you I'd show you, right? We got to prove it. Got to show you exactly what we've done here. And so we'll go through the background, the big problem, the big solution, those results, the resources, and what's coming right here on the screen. This is their site that we don't control. You can tell that when we came in, this hasn't changed at all. We're sending traffic to other landing pages. We're not going to show that here. And we are sending traffic to a place that we control with this media. This is still their homepage of their site. You can tell it's not very personalized. It doesn't demonstrate or show anything about their brand. But they were sitting on all of this content from their providers. So you can see that 6-month stage from September to April-ish, September to April-ish of 2023 to 2024, all these testimonials and all of this content that came from Swift and was posted to these channels in our system. This is the MediaTeam app that we built for media teams, for agencies, for brands to be able to accomplish those goals. So you can see all the way up until March and May where we started then redistributing their ads. Now, what this content looks like from oldest first is content that was sent to us and distributed to us, content that was requested of us that didn't exist, where different providers are talking about Swift, where different people on the team are presenting solutions about Swift with their existing branding. And then we were able to change and modify that over time as patients started getting more content, as providers started getting more content from the people on their team. And you can see some of these auto playing all the way down to the direct ads. Hey, if you have this issue, audience, we should talk about this, and this is their founder, CEO of the market. You can see some content that we've shot in here as well for their direct ads. So this is all in our system, all shot by us. These were the resources we did to make it happen. This was part of that shoot directly to the ads. And again, you can see the content and the material up here for testimonials. Now, we look at some of the other content that we shot, and you can see their brand media section of MediaTeam is filled with things about their new product and their new device. You can see that there are 48 videos here just of their new product, and there's actually the providers that we shot have their own accounts in here as well of their offices in the media that we shot as well. They've already used that and redistributed that. So we were able to show up on site, document the Swift 1, document the Swift 2, and leverage some of that media. Same with the images here. We've got 290 to load. We're not going to load all of those on the screen. You can see my computer's struggling to load that much content, all shot and designed by MediaTeam, shot, designed, edited by MediaTeam, fully directed by us. The client only needed to approve the material. Once we were approved through the testimonial phase, we knew this brand. We were ready to be able to do that shoot and knock out those photos, those videos for their brand. And you can start to see case study videos for Sorsha and Swift, which is the actual provider. You can see that was for the case studies we used in PR and different clinical applications. You can see this case study as well that talks through what the FDA had already approved us for, in addition to all that different content that we discussed. And you can see these direct ads were edited in different dimensions for this client. So we would get maximum distribution across different channels and be able to showcase exactly what was going on for their brand. Again, all of this resulted in an additional $600, almost $650, so close, $1,000 in sales. That's one revenue across the line. Our conversion rate's much higher here. You can see 11,000 opportunities. That's not really true. What it's here is 300 opportunities. We had imported a list of over 10,000 people as well. So we actually generated 300 opportunities for them, 200 calls, meaning more than half of our calls, half of our leads, because this content was so personalized and spoke directly to the problem, the solution, the provider. The leads that we get are getting on the phone. They want to know more about this opportunity. We were able to confirm $640,000 in sales, and we have another $350,000. If you see dollars on here, then they've been priced for their device, for their plan that's open in the bullpen right now. We are so close to crossing the $1 million mark, and as everybody knows with B2B, sometimes the sales cycle is 30 to 90 days. So I think that we're going to cross that mark and hit the $1 million threshold very soon, very, 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 very soon. And you can see that we've unlocked the Canada market here now too, and we're going to be able to translate and produce all of this material for those other markets. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming to this case study. I hope you like the process and I hope you like the proof. That's what we've been able to do for just one of our clients running a hyper-personalized media team. If you're interested in working with MediaTeam, every package is slightly different due to the nature of your business. You might have the same exact goals as Swift, but it may need to be priced or packaged differently. We start with content retainers because if we're not a good fit for content together, we can't do all the other stuff. Coming and doing a shoot, coming and doing ads. So we start with what you've already done to remix, repurpose it, and show you that it can be way easier than you think. You don't have to hit the restart button every year with every team. You just need to start your profile in MediaTeam, get that compounded effect of hyper-personalized media for you, your customers, and the brand you're trying to grow. My name is Tristan Parmalee, and I'm the founder of MediaTeam, the director of this awesome show you got to see here, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks.